Hello everyone, welcome to ekamiasacademy. My name is Vijay Kumar. So we are going to start up with the series of Down to Earth, where you would be finding the sequence of important topics which have to be covered in the Down to Earth on basis of smaller topics. Like each individual topic would be created with a video, and that particular Down to Earth series we are going to start it from the month of February 2024. So as everyone know, this particular Down to Earth magazine would be coming 2 times in a month. Every fortnight we would be having one particular Down to Earth magazine which covers random things along with the geographical, environmental, disaster aspects, also involving certain portions of economies and the lives of the people, and related with the health also. Sometimes this Down to Earth would be giving articles. So whatever are important for your UPSC preparation and for other government examinations, we are going to concentrate upon those particular topics. So here we are going to discuss those concepts which are important as such and which are to be known only up to that extent. See, many people go cross beyond that particular extent and they start reading regarding with it. But here we are going to precise the things, and the amount of understanding which you are going to get here, that is enough for cracking cracking the multiple choice questions along with writing the answers and certain essays also. So this is part 1 of this particular first copy of the February Down to Earth from the random sprawl which we have. And in this particular topic, if you could see, the first aspect which we have is they have given an article regarding with let's build for green future. So this is the first article which you would be seeing once you open this particular Down to Earth magazine. In that particular let's build for green future margin. So what is the context why they have given this particular article is, they have given this particular context because of basis of cement industry. As everyone know, cement industry which is there, it is one of the most important industries for the country's economic development, for the country's infrastructure development, and for country's developmental aspect. Clear. So cement industry plays a huge important role. So on the basis of how this particular cement industry would be and what are its potential impacts, on that particular basis the first page article has been given with the title of let's build for green future. So if you could see, as I've already said, this cement industry which is there, it shall be the backbone of the industrial development. So for any industry to be developed, let it be agro-based, mineral-based, forest-based, or medium, small scale, any industry, if you could see, for that cement industry would be acting as one of the primordial industries. Clear? One of the primary basic required industries. In this, if you would see, according to the recent studies which have been done, they say that approximately 7% of the carbon dioxide which is emitted. Do remember this fact. These facts can be written directly into the answers which you are writing related with the cement industries, or related with the carbon emissions, or related with the carbon credits, or related with the carbon footprint, or related with the climate change, global warming aspect. And please rely upon these particular facts. These facts I have took it from the major source of Down to Earth itself, and I have cross-checked with the different departmental ministries also. And if you could see why this particular cement industry is releasing this particular carbon emissions, why this 7% of the carbon emissions which are being released. Clear. What is the major source of it? If you could see, the major raw material in the cement industry which would be using, that is the point of concern which we have. So the major raw material which we have, that is limestone. So, and as you know, this particular limestone available regions across India and world, they are the zones where cement industries are generally kept. And if you see, in this particular limestone, during the process, what would happen is, carbon should be removed from the limestone through a process called as calcination. Do remember this point. This calcination as a keyword might be coming in your prelims examination. They might ask you a question related with, consider the following statement regarding with the cement industry. In cement industry, carbon would be removed from the limestone through the process of calcination. This can be the direct statement which can be coming in your examination. So make sure that you remember this particular keyword. So now the point of question is, if the limestone is being used, obviously carbon has to be removed from it. So when the carbon is being removed from this particular process of calcination, then carbon is being released into the atmosphere. So hence limestone has to be replaced as raw material. That is what the main core of this particular article is. Clear? If you could see, 50% of the industrial greenhouse gas footprint comes from the process emissions. So this is one particular point, like wherever the processing happens, the greenhouse gases footprint ka matlab the amount of capacity of releasing of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. In that, most of the things come from the process emissions. When there would be a process, and during that particular process, the emission which generally happens, out of it 50% would be coming from this particular emission aspect. And if you could see, is it possible, sir, like is greening this particular cement industry, because we have to rely upon cement for sure, but greening this particular cement industry, is it possible or not? Yes, it is tough, but it is not impossible. So there are certain things through which we can make this particular cement industry can be converted into that particular greenery cement. So if you could see the cement industry, this is a like report released by Union Environment Ministry itself. So wherever I say according to Union Environment Ministry, you can quote these particular things directly with the facts in the answer rating. Okay. So in 2016, the cement industry percentage of release is 5.63% out of the total carbon footprint or the carbon emission of the cement industry. If you cross check, it is 5.63. So gradually coming to 2019, it has reached 5.72. So this is not a steep increase, but accordingly with the high production of cement for the utilization of cement, this particular 0.11% of increase we might have seen. Clear? So if you could see from 2019, again they started calculating, there can be a raise in the flow when the upcoming years would be coming. Why? Because in the upcoming years, due to high infrastructure building, due to heavy developmental projects which we would be constructing, the percentage of release of carbon from the cement industries can be increased. So hence we have to have a control on the release of this particular carbon emissions from the cement industry. If you could see, already the Indian cement industry which is there, they started following certain procedures, but that is not showing the best results, or that is not exactly fitting to the stream. So Indian cement industry on reducing carbon intensity, if you see what it has done until now, it has substituted to some extent of usage of limestone with that of fly ash. Clear? So fly ash is a wastage of material which is an outproduct or wastage from the thermal power plants where coal would be utilized. So Indian coal content has high amount of ash content. From burning this coal burning operations wherever we would be doing, there fly ash is the wastage product which would be coming out. So by utilizing this particular fly ash, we have reduced the usage of limestone as such. So this is one element which is being used. And if you could see, improved energy efficiency, so it could reduce the cost of fuel, so that the cost of fuel we generally use within the cement industries, they have improved its efficiency, but still yet to be done. Still more things have to be done so that the carbon emissions from the cement industry can be reduced. So there are certain facts through which you have to understand in what types of cements we have, and in which type of cement what is the element of raw material which we would be using. If you could see, the oldest traditional cement which we have, that is called as ordinary Portland cement. In this, the limestone is used mostly as raw material. So within the entire raw material which would be used, 95% would be the limestone which would be used. So obviously this particular cement, ordinary Portland cement, would be releasing huge amount of carbon emissions. And we have one more type of cement that is called as PPC, called as Pozzolana Portland cement, where partially 35% of the raw material, it would be replaced by fly ash, rest 65% it would be of limestone. So this is like partial element of using this particular fly ash makes bit less reduction of the carbon emission. If you see the Portland slag cement, where in this slag is used, slag is an outcome or the byproduct which generally comes out from iron smelting process. So in this 55% can be used in this particular type of cement, and rest 45% limestone can be used. So in this way, Portland slag cement, PSC, which is there, that can be more essential. PPC can also be more essential, but still more yet to be done. That is what the question of our is. And BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, have notified standards for another category. So that category is like composite cement. So they asked to use this particular composite cement and manufacture more and more amount of composite cement. My guess of question is like question might come from this composite cement as it was released by Bureau of Indian Standards. So in this composite cement, what are the aspects which would be there is like fly ash and slag percentage would be of 60%, rest 40% would be of limestone. Hence, by utilizing maximum fly ash and slag and least amount of limestone, accordingly with the percentage wise, less pollution would be released into the atmosphere. So hence, this is a standard which has been released. So slowly we are converting ourselves into the composite cement. But recently, Center for Science and Environment has released a roadmap for us. So that if we follow this particular roadmap, then we will reach the aspect of green future. So what is the roadmap? This is roadmap number 1. They have given us 2 roadmaps to follow. In the roadmap number 1, they have said production of the OPC, the ordinary Portland cement which is there, that has to be less than 10% of the total cement manufacture in the country. This is the first thing which we have to follow. Second, targets for increased share of blended cement by 2030. If we are not going to keep any target randomly, if we are going to think that we are going to achieve the green future, that is not going to come. That's why wherever Prime Minister reaches in the COP meetings, he generally assigns some targets for himself that India is committed to do these particular things, follow renewable energy, follow sustainable energy, increase the forest cover. They will keep the targets for their own, so that when target can be kept, the activities or the framework of work or the business which would be done, that can be done in the way where the target is being fixed. And third is fly ash use in PPC should be increased from 35 to 45% in the near future. So this is what the Center for Science and Environment has given the roadmap, where carbon emission intensity reduces as consumption might increase also. If the consumption increases also, carbon emission intensity would be reduced when we follow this particular roadmap number 1. And coming to roadmap number 2, which has been given by the same center, replace fuel, clear, the other processes rather than the utilization of raw material. The fuel which we are using for combustion, generally coal is used at present, and in general most of the industries coal would be used, but utilizing the best monitored fuel is the best way to show the second roadmap. So many of the cement industries, they started using municipal solid waste instead. Clear. So what do you meant by this particular municipal solid waste is the solid waste treatment. When it would be done, that particular treated material is used as the fuel. But using this municipal solid waste is having certain challenges involved in it. That is the quality of waste which is present in it. It would be having mixed plastic and low graded material, and we involve e-waste in it, medi-waste in it. All the waste would be included, which might be a challenge. That's the reason why governments are suggesting us to segregate the particular waste which we would be sending it to the dump yards at the source region itself. समझ में आ रही बात? है ना। सो ये चैलेंज जो है, ये चैलेंजेस की वजह से ये यूज करना नहीं हो रहा है। सो अगर ये यूज करना चाहते हो इस चैलेंजेस को रिमूव करके, देन यू कैन यूटिलाइज दिस पर्टिकुलर एस्पेक्ट। डन। सो व्हाट इज द मेजर टास्क? Replacing the use of limestone by 50%, displace the use by 50%. So this is the target which we have kept, and this is the task which we have to follow. So finally by 2030 we have to see the green cement, and this green cement has to have win-win situation, right? So that's why government should also focus on that those companies which are manufacturing this particular green cement, they should get the advantages of this particular lower GST, which will be giving the win-win situation as such. Done. So this is the article number 1, which is present in the first book of February, from February 1st to 15th वाला edition में ये एक article था. We have more and more articles, so we would be making separate videos as a part wise, so that it would be helping you to watch the video within the shorter span. So either you are traveling in a train or you are traveling somewhere else, you have only half an hour of space between the work hours, then also you can see these particular short videos. That is the main motto why we are doing these videos in a shorter way. Then, so hope this particular video has helped. Please also give some feedback so that we can come better and better for you. Like this video, share this video as much as you can, and also do comment your valuable feedbacks. Along with that, please also comment if you are required with any video from our side. We can make a video for you regarding with any complicated topic which you have. So for those complicated topics, please do list out those complicated topics within the comment section, and also do subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. Thank you for watching this. Have an awesome day. Jai Hind.